Hello, friends. You are almost there. This is video 4 of our 4-step challenge process, I guess you could call it, to commanding a powerful presence through creating a really impactful introduction. So I'm so glad that you're here. We're still working together to answer the question, what do you do for a living? And why is this so incredibly impactful? Because this gives you the opportunity to be remembered. This gives you the best opportunity to deliver a positive first impression in a time in our world where everybody around you is looking for a plan B. So it's all about how you introduce yourself, the confidence that you convey is how you're also going to be perceived. So this whole thing is about breaking the mold, and it's so incredibly powerful and important to do this, to break the mold, because it's the key to creating curiosity. It's the key to drawing somebody in. It's the key to entering any conversation or room or anything with instant credibility. And it's the key to being remembered. So all of this is about breaking the mold. And remember, our number one key to breaking the mold, which kind of is held over all these other steps that we're going to talk about, is knowing that every single part, all the way down to the very first part where you introduce who you are by title and descriptor, it comes down to being about the other person. It's letting you rise above the noise and be remembered because of how you made that other person feel. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other ways that we can focus on breaking the mold. Right now, you have 3 independent parts that we're going to sandwich together. And when we do this, it's really important to personalize it. When we say something that is different than what the other person is expecting, they start to lean in. They lean in to what we're doing. They listen, they pay attention. And then we have the opportunity right then to capture them and hold on to them for a very long time, maybe even forever, but we're capturing them and we're holding on to them. It's beyond just their attention that we're holding in that moment. And the reason that it's so much more than that is because they're holding on to us in their memory. And it's because of how we made them feel by how we're answering this question. So the key here is also to be very specific. Specificity is very key here. So you can go back and change it to, women, this type of woman locks arms with me, or I help them to, or they hire me to, I teach them, I guide them, I mentor them. Any of those personalizations that you make that let that person know that you are a professional. You're not just donating your time here to help them do things, but you're a professional and you have an opportunity where they can plug in and where they can work with you, right? The key here is you don't just sell something. That's not what we do, but that is what they're expecting. And so if you want to go the extra mile, because this is recruiting boot camp, then focus on the opportunity that you offer. So when you're looking at your 3 independent parts, some may be more about the initial product, and we want to look at the product connected to the opportunity. Okay, so step 2 in breaking the mold is practice it. You're going to give yourself credibility automatically when you're able to confidently deliver your message. That's a credibility that is the easiest and most instant win, especially when we don't know the person in any other area of life. So we have no credibility coming into the conversation. We can deliver that credibility by confidence. The credibility can be felt by the confidence that we are sharing and displaying. So practice it out loud. Practice it where other people can hear you, especially people that might ever be asked the question about you. Like, what does your wife do for a living? Hey, what does your mom do for a living, right? Practice it because it's important in all of those scenarios. So when you say it out loud, the people in your environment, the people who might have to answer that question about you are also starting to take in that information. They're remembering you and reframing you as somebody that's so much more than someone who sells something. So don't decredit yourself by being so limited. Break through this mold. Practice it, be comfortable, practice it in the mirror, learn where to pause, learn where to emphasize. Step 3, plan to play with it. So you guys, this is an introduction that is going to be able to be used on every single platform. If you know it forward and backwards, you can deliver it in so many different ways. You can deliver it with the middle first, the end part last. You can mix and move it and make it really fluid. The point is that you're going to be using this on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You're going to place it everywhere that you have a presence, but you're also going to use it in in-person situations to command a room. That's what you're going to do to be remembered. And you're also going to have it used when other people are introducing you. This is also great for podcasts and interviews and when somebody calls you up to a stage. So all of this is so incredibly important. So like I said, know it forward, know it backward, know it inside out. How could you form and rephrase it into a question? Know it so well that you can confidently introduce yourself in any type of situation. Okay, guys, so we're going to take these 3 pieces that we've worked on independently and we're going to craft them into an intro. So I want you to go back to your homework challenges from days 1 through 3 and copy and paste your challenge assignments, the results of it in each of those statements. Copy and paste them in the order of 3, 1, 2. Okay, you're probably going to quickly discover that for many of you, that independently they might have made sense, but when you put them together collectively, there's no sense at all. And that is why we broke this challenge down, because we wanted to be able to show and express that sometimes we're really confusing in our messaging because we want to lead with our heart, but then logic kicks in and we start to go into a different pattern. And when logic and heart are both trying to deliver the same message, it doesn't make sense. So what I want you to do is copy and paste in that order, the 3, 1, 2 order, into the comments. And then tell us which part of that is with your heart. Because a true and powerful mission message starts with your mission first. So that's led with your heart. So let us know which part is connected to the heart, and then we can help you start to craft into it. But I also want you to spend some time on your own post comments too, on your replies, working with your verbiage, dropping some things in. And when you're dropping your ideas into the comments, it's helping all of us to come together and put together something really impactful for you. And then there's another part of it too. Spend some time in the comments of others. It's really, really hard when we're trying to make a message that is not about us. It's hard when we're the ones writing the message sometimes. So we're going to rely on one another to double check, to go back and check our work, to make sure that no part of the message is about the person who's trying to deliver it. Because remember, the secret to delivering instant, impactful messaging that commands a powerful presence is to always say exactly what the other person wants to hear, right? All right, thought leaders. So I just gave you the first part of your challenge assignment here, and that's to do exactly what I said there with the 3, 1, 2, copy, paste, schedule some time in your calendar over the next 24 hours to spend some time in the comments, both in your own replies and in their comment replies to other people. Then go back to the beginning of this post, and I'm going to have some more ideas laid out there for you to further fine-tune your messaging and make it the best message that you can possibly deliver. So help each other out. Share how the other messages make you feel when you're reading somebody else's intro. And please, this is the biggest part here, guys. Be open to compassionate feedback. This is a safe place. This is a place for you to be heard. It's a place for you to feel also. It's okay to feel afraid. Take action. We're all in this together. And we're going to provide compassionate feedback, not constructive criticism, because criticism is never constructive, right? So we're just going to provide some compassionate feedback. Know that even sometimes tone can't be heard all the time. Tone can't be heard in Facebook. So as you're reading the messages of others, when they're providing compassionate feedback, read it in a voice of compassion and know that we're all here working for the same cause. So I'm so happy to work on these together, you guys. And I can't wait for you to spend some time fine-tuning this. And most of all, I can't wait for the confidence that is going to come from having and creating this impactful introduction. And I also can't wait for the results that come from conveying that confidence outwardly to other people. All right, guys, until next time.